Hello everybody, welcome to the assembly. You probably noticed something slightly different about our schools, a big clue there in front of you. We've got scaffolding going up really fast because we're very lucky that every window and door in our school is going to be replaced to make it even better. It's going to be busy, and at some point you may have to move out your classroom for 1 or 2 days while we do your windows, but I will let your teachers know. And it should all be done in August, which is very exciting. Anyhow, hope you've had a good week. We've got all the usual bits and pieces today. We've got shout-outs, and I'll tell you what, shout-outs, we have had a brilliant week because I've got so many shout-outs to do. We've got certificates, a very special guest, or should I say special guests. We've got quizzes, we've got maths, we've got awards, we've got the poetry corner. Wait till you hear that today. And it's going to be a very, very busy Assembly Friday. Okay, let's get on with it. Can you spot where we are? We're in reception. And I have golden medals. They're for later anyway. Okay, it's been a busy old week. First of all, let's go through the questions. So I had geography, I had 5 places and 5 football teams. And you know what? I've not got one correct answer. I've got a few that got 4 out of 5. So the prize is carried over. So wait for the questions at the very end of the assembly. But here's the answers. Raith Rovers, they play in Scotland. Royal Antwerp, they play in Belgium. Fiorentina, they play in Italy. Newcastle Jets, this is where somebody got mixed up. Not England. Newcastle Jets play in Australia. United play in England. And Santos, that is Brazil. We have got a massive amount of shout-outs, so get ready. Miss Wright emailed me and she said, I'd really like to give the whole of Stanley Park a huge shout-out. Well done, Stanley Park, for showing excellent resilience during a week of learning about tricky division. You're going to hear that division word several times. Even though it was tricky at first, they didn't give up and they worked as a team to solve the problems. Miss Smith and I are the proudest teachers ever. Miss Atherton says, can I give out a shout out to Coralie, please, for superb reading and overall fantastic attitude to her work. Well done, Coralie, in year 4. Miss Wright again. She said, if it's okay, of course it is, I would also love to send a shout out to someone who isn't in Stanley Park, and that is Joel in year 3. He came and read my favourite book, The Gruffalo, and he absolutely blew me away. And Joel also read for me as well. Well, we read together, didn't we, Joel? And it was phenomenal. Miss Wright says, I was so impressed with his reading fluency and his amazing confidence. Well done, Joel. Mrs. Delaney in year 6 says, please can I have the following 2 shout-outs. Lexi, for always giving 100% and working hard in our maths lessons this week, which have been tricky about long division. So we're doing division all the way through the school. Also, she says, Jordan, please, for always working hard and being an excellent role model to others. He can always be relied upon to work hard and complete his work to a high standard. Next one is from Mr. Mason, who brought Mila in reception to show me her wonderful writing. She did 2 pieces of writing. One was about me, but one was even better. And Mr. Mason and I couldn't believe that Mila's work was from someone who's in reception. The writing was stunning. And Mr. Mason's also said, can I give a shout out to a child in the Bertie class? Of course you can. Sissy has been a real captain discipline this week. Well done, Sissy. She has really impressed me during phonics and is becoming really confident with her blending. Ship, t, ah. Blending it together. Okay. She's really impressed me. She's done clearly practicing her letter sounds at home, reading at home. We know that's important. Well done, Sissy. Okay, we've got more shout-outs, but I'm going to stop there for a minute. And if you've had a birthday this week, can you stand up, please? Let me have a look, see if we can see. Yeah, one, two, one there. Yeah. Are we ready? Sorry, I've left the hat in my room again. Don't forget, we're on location in reception. Get ready. So if you've had a birthday, can I have a wave, please? My birthday's coming up in June, 31. And tell us what you've got for your birthday, all those lovely presents. And tell us what you've done. Everybody in your class, if you've got a birthday, give them a round of applause. And here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday if you've had a birthday in the last week. Happy birthday to you. Teachers, get your fingers ready because it's time to press pause and please tell your children who has gained a head teacher's award this very week. Okay, we've moved again. We are in the little reception room at the end, you know, where we have our little groups and there's the sink and everything. So, very comfy chair that we're on as well. More shout-outs. There are so many shout-outs this week. It's absolutely fantastic. Usually the shout-outs come from adults. This one has come from a young man in Year 5. It's Julian. And he said, Mr. Parker, I know it's normally adults that do it, but this week, he said, I was running down the hill coming in and I tripped and I hurt myself. Not serious. But he said Mikey and Jaden came over, checked him out, made sure he was okay, took him in, General looked after, and he was just really thankful. So I said, yeah, I think that's brilliant for a shout out. Well done, Mikey, well done, Jaden, and well done to Julian for thinking of asking me to do a shout out. LIPA values all round, that's what I'm saying. Okay, more shout outs, let's do it. Okay, we got Miss Coyle. She said, can Grace in the Bella class please get a shout out? Grace has been a fantastic captain persistent. She's worked so hard this week in maths. She's doing brilliant counting on from any given number. That's hard, that. Really hard. And we are so proud of her. Well done, Grace. Miss Fearon. She said, can we have a shout for Cece, please, in Year 5? Cece always ensures that she gives her best and is a great example of being captain persistent. I agree totally. Well done, Cece. Back to Year 3, Miss Berry. She said, I'd like to do a shout out for Romy, please, for being captain resilient. Romy has found place value particularly challenging. However, she has demonstrated great determination and a can-do attitude, and as a result has made huge progress. Whoa. Effort equals progress. Miss Oakes, she said, please can I give a shout out to Fabian in Liverbirds. He wowed us this week with his performance in PSHE and has shown each of the captains in lessons with some amazing contributions. Great job, Fabian. That's not Miss Oakes, that's Miss Ashcroft. I'm sorry. So that's Miss Ashcroft said that. Miss Beachy, William, please, for blowing me away with his math skills and his outstanding behaviour. And Ollie, please, for his amazing 3 weeks back in school. I'm so proud and hope you can keep up the amazing work. Miss Wright brought Edie to my office this week and I saw wonderful writing. So Edie, this is a shout out for your writing. And Edie was so pleased that her work on the 8th of March, which was our first day back, was good. But then she showed me Tuesday's work and the difference was stunning. And actually, that kind of is why I do this job. So when people say to me, why are you a primary teacher? And when you're a primary teacher, you kind of have to specialise whether you work with the older ones or the younger ones. I always work with the younger ones. And the reason was that the progress that the children make is so quick. If you get the effort, the hard work, the resilience, the good teaching, all that together equals progress. Well done, Edie. It was spot on. And thank you for my photocopy. Miss Fearon emailed me again and she said, hope this is not too late for a shout out. It's not. Could Leah in Year 5 have a shout out, please? She can. Well done, Leah. She's always working hard, is an amazing role model and representative for Hope Street. She's also always captain discipline. Well done. Okie dokie. Are you ready for some maths questions? Okay, phase 1. It's all about money this week. Now, money, a bit like time, is a tricky one because all of those different coins, you don't think about it in year 3, 4. 50p is a 50p, but 50p is actually 2 20s and a 10, or it could be 51s. It's that concept of value that can be really tricky, especially further down the school. So, get ready. Phase 1, here's your question. Counting in twos, all right, 2p coin, all right? If I had 10 2p coins, how much money would I have altogether? 10 2p coins. So phase 1, you're going to have to count in twos. Phase 2, all right. Here's a scenario for you. I have 5 coins. If I had 5 coins in my hand, and the total value of those coins added up was £2.66, what are the 5 coins? All right, tough that. Phase 3, Mr. Parker, me, has a budget of £1,000. He buys 25 packs of certificates at £15 each. He buys 20 packs of pencils at £8 each. And a new birthday hat, could do with 2 because I keep leaving it in my room, don't I? At £12.50. My question is, how much of my budget do I have left? I did not ask how much have I spent. This is where it sometimes goes wrong in maths. The question can trick you. I do not want to know how much I've spent. I want to know how much of my budget I've got left to spend. Okay, I'm going to press pause so you can have a think about those answers. Okay, we're back in the office now. I suppose you want the answers, don't you, to those? Okay, so phase 1, counting in twos. I have 10 2p coins, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20p. So I can have one 20p coin or I can have 10 2p's. Okay, phase 2, I've got 5 coins in my hand and they total £2.66. What are the coins? A £2 coin, a 50p, a 10p, 5p, 1p, £2.66. Phase 3, how much of my budget have I got left after all that assembly stuff that I bought? I have in my budget left, or remaining would be a much better mathematical term, £452.50. Okay, it's time for awards time. So, teachers, press that pause button in a second. Not yet. Maths, I want to know who the math stars are, and I want to know who the reading stars are. Teachers, press pause. Well done, winners. I'll see you at the end of the day downstairs when we're going home. Show me what you got and why you got it, reading and math stars, and not to mention head teacher awards as well. Okay, we're on to jokes. It's been another bumper week for jokes. Philharmonic, thank you for leaving that in my room. I'll read it. How many tickles do you need to make an octopus laugh? Tentacles. Think about it. That's really good. Well done, Philharmonic. Thank you for that. Logan, who's our Logan, we have a weekly joke off Logan. He said, why should centimetres be the king? Because they would make a good ruler. That's a good one as well. And last of all, Maisie said to me, what sort of cheese doesn't belong to anyone? Nacho cheese. Nacho cheese. Think about that. That's good too. Keep those coming. And alongside jokes, we have our poem section, don't we? Now, I think it's fair to say that Douglas and I are feeling pretty proud of ourselves because yesterday we spent about half an hour, rather than choosing a poem, we only went and wrote one, co-wrote one. And we decided to call it, Douglas had the idea of night. And we wanted to do a poem that kind of took you from the start of the night right through to the following morning. And when something is kind of in order of time, it's called a chronology. Big word, but we can handle those. So it's kind of in order. So the title of our poem is called Nighttime Chronology. We think it's pretty good. See what you think. All right. When the sun is at its lowest and much less bright, that's when you know that it's time for the night. The sun has gone, No sound from the early morning lark. The streets are silent and everything becomes dark. Look from the window. Streetlights, shadows cast an eerie sight. No need to worry, no need for a fright. The house nearby, the last light is on. Blink and look again, and that light is gone. The night moves on, a new day awaits. Darkness at its deepest, pushing at the gates. The blinds are down, the light slithers through, like a hungry snake with the new day due. Whoa! How good is that? And seriously, that was Douglas and I. Douglas, great job, and we're very proud of that. So more next week. We don't know what we're doing yet. We might write another one for you, or we might find one that we like in a book. Who knows? Okie dokie, it is golden tickets time. So your teachers have had an email from me that says we've had a lot of golden ticket winners. It must have been a really good LIPA week. And Jacob and Dominic and I have done the draw, and we have sent your teachers an email that gives you all the information about who has won. A big well done to everyone. If you've got onto gold, that is a massive deal. And we put all those names on the spinning wheel, and we have 6 winners. Teachers, please press pause and let the children know. Well done to those winners. Please come up this afternoon. If I'm in, say hello and choose your book. If I'm not in, come in anyway and choose your book. Well done. It's that time of the assembly when it's a special guest. Let's just say it's a little bit different this week. There's all our lovely certificates. And you're probably wondering who is the special guest this week. And it's a bit different this week. So, you know, we've had governors, we've had people who help LIPA, we've had teachers, we've had other teachers' staff, but we've never had LIPA students, have we? We've never had LIPA students. That is, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, until now. And I would like to welcome Gracie and Tyler.
Hi.
Okay, now, both of you, first of all, thank you for being grown up enough to be special guests. I think we made an excellent choice. And we've got some questions, is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, the first one is not really a question, but could you just introduce yourselves? Gracie, will you start?
Okay. My name is Gracie, and I'm in year 5. I'm in Hope Street, and my teacher is Miss Norby.
Thank you. What about you, Tyler?
I'm Tyler, obviously. I'm in year 4 and my teacher is Miss Farahee.
Thank you very much. Okay, first question. You've been talking to me for a while about being special guest, haven't you? So my question is, and I'll start with you, Gracie, why did you want to be the special guest?
Well, I wanted to be the special guest because, well, first of all, no other children have been special guests. And I wanted to be the special guest because I wanted to represent the pupils of LIPA Primary.
Excellent answer. What about yourself, Tyler? Why did you want to be a special guest?
Well, we are the first children to do this and also the first siblings, so yeah.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Now, at our school we often have visitors, but because we're having to be in bubbles at the moment, it's a bit difficult to have visitors. So people often ring me up and they say, Mr. Parker, what's it like at LIPA Primary School? Can you please describe it for me? Especially people who've got little children who want to come to reception. So can I ask you that question? And we'll start with you, Tyler. How would you describe LIPA Primary School to someone who's never been?
This is an easy one. LIPA is brilliant. It's full of brilliant staff, brilliant children, and it's really easy to make friends, so 10 stars for me.
What about you, Gracie?
Well, it's really fun, and the school's like really different as well because as far as I know, no other school's got PBL or an underground playground.
Wonderful. And can I ask you, Gracie, what do you most enjoy about LIPA Primary School?
Literally everything in LIPA Primary School is the best. The staff, the teachers, and just pretty much everything really. I love this school.
What about you, Tyler? What's the thing that you enjoy the most?
Well, let me think. Oh yeah, everything is the best.
Okay. And last question. So we can't all be great at everything. So, question for you, Tyler. What's your favourite subject and the one that you find most tricky and you're working to improve?
Well, my favourite one is probably maths, and
Yep.
the hardest one that I'm trying to improve with is English.
And what bits about English do you find tricky?
I don't know, it's just learning how to make my quality of my work, because I can do a really good quantity, but I'm working on the quality. Yeah.
Quality. Okay. And same question for you, Gracie. So, the subject that you're strongest at and the one that you're kind of working on.
Okay, so my best subject is probably English.
Okay.
So like when I'm doing English, my brain just clicks. But in maths, I'm not that great at it, and I'd really like to improve on it because we're doing like a really hard division right now, and yeah, it's really hard.
Okay. Tyler and Gracie, I think you've been a great pair of special guests, really good ambassadors for LIPA Primary School, and thank you so much for being on the show.
Welcome!
It's that time. You know what, in our school, if you get to silver, you've done fantastically. If you're on green all day, you've hit our expectations. Gold, that's just a stunning day. Certificate winners, well done. But we only give out 4 of these a week. 4 out of 365 children. That is how special these are and how significant an achievement, would you say? All right, and I like the way different members of staff get to choose. And the first member of staff is the ladies in the office. They've done a joint one, so it's Miss Parker, Miss McFerrin, and they've chosen Glory in Bertie class, this is yours, for having such a positive attitude and every time they see her, beautiful manners. Beautiful that, well done. Okay, let's go right up to year 6. Miss Logan, she has said, and let me read to you, can I give my gold medal to Frankie in year 6, please? She tries so hard in everything she does, especially her long division in maths. There it is again. Frankie's a real LIPA role model. I would totally agree with that. And is already showing us that she's ready for year 7. All the teachers and myself are really proud of how far she's come this year. Well done, Frankie. Miss Fearon, she said, I would like Nishant to be my golden medal winner. Nishant, I told you that you needed to watch the assembly. This is why. Nishant is always captain collaborative. He is always willing to help others. However, myself and all Hope Street teachers believe that he is in fact all the captains in one. How wonderful is that? How wonderful is that? Nishan, make sure you play this video for your mum at home and say, how good is that? And the last one, Mr. Cousins, back in year 6, he's gone for Ali. Ali for the gold medal. And this is short, but how good is this? He is an all-round gentleman and a perfect example of a year 6 LIPA student. Can't say fairer than that, Ali. And I totally agree. Ali, do you remember in reception when you were too cool for school? We won't talk about that. We won't tell anyone. Do you remember before when we were doing the shout out and I was telling you about, let's go right back. Oh gosh, who was it? Mila in reception. And we was talking about her writing. So yeah, Mila's writing. I'll show the camera. So this, folks, I know it comes out funny because we're looking at it the wrong way, but you can get the gist. That's reception. That is stunning. Okay, we're nearly at the end of the assembly. Questions this week. Now remember I said before, nobody got the right answers, so there is still a prize, it's just over there, waiting. The first person who comes to me next week with these answers written down wins the prize. Miss Atherton, you'll be glad that the questions are about animals and science. Here they are, there's 3 of them. Number 1, what are female elephants called? You know what, I didn't know that, but you'll have to find out, maybe do some research. Number 2, what's the tallest animal in the world? I would say that's an easy one. And number 3, which food makes up 99% of a giant panda's diet? All right, get those answers to me. Don't tell me, I want them written down. All right, we've had a great week this week, everybody. Poem, Douglas, well done. Well done. The shout-outs, gold medal winners, well done. Head Teachers Awards. Remember this week, I'll give you Monday off. You can have Monday off. So this week, you're at home, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. See you Tuesday, everybody. Well done.